Now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Reckenwell. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
I'm back.
You're back.
Did you miss me yesterday?
I didn't know you was gone.
Oh, okay. Be that way.
Where'd you go?
Okay. I was actually down in Russellville, believe it or not.
You were?
Yeah, I was gone all day.
How'd we miss you?
I don't know. I don't know how you miss all this. I don't get it.
Had to go for a little coaches soiree with the AAA.
Yeah, I had a little coaches meeting down in Russellville.
Still as jacked up as always?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a pathetic meeting. I mean, it really was. I mean, AAA's going to do what they want to do, so I don't know why they bring us coaches together to say, hey, this is what should be done.
It is one organization that has more power than they ever should.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Just say it's a little depressing after leaving something like that. So,
yeah, you would think that it was designed to be something that would help the students in the schools get their sports handled, and it doesn't seem to be that way.
No. Nope, but the good news was we had a bunch of the coaches there, so we're able to talk to each other and work out schedules. And
Get all
so
that
helped.
out.
That helped.
And this was for wrestling, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you've got a little bit of time. Maybe things will work out different than what the meeting was. I doubt it.
No, we were pretty much told this is it. So
You were told this is the way it's going to be?
Yeah. And I don't think there's one coach out there that's happy with it, so it is what it is.
And that makes the situation even worse. I mean, if none of the coaches are in agreement with what's going on, why would they pull the power string and just make it this way?
And that's our question, because AAA had decided to make some changes and add some districts in and blah, blah, blah. Wanted everybody's coach's opinion, how can we make that work, which sounds logical. Mm-hmm. So in spring, all the coaches got together, worked out a plan that worked for everybody. And then AAA decided, no, we're going to do this. Which doesn't work for anybody. It's like, okay, this didn't make any sense.
Because they are all so wise.
Oh, yes. I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah, maybe not. The morning prayer. Let's go.
We're going to need it.
We need it. The morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. With all our respect, it's not just the way they do business, or not just their motto, it's the way they do business. Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff are all across the state of Arkansas and in Memphis, Tennessee, with their 29 locations in Arkansas and one in Memphis, are here to serve you in your time of need, and they do a great job of it. So now let's go to the morning prayer. Lord, this morning we just come to you and ask that for healing mercies on Mountain Home's former fire chief. He is currently in the hospital, and family has asked for heavy-duty prayer, so that's what we ask this morning. Lord, we just pray that your will be done in his life, Lord, whether you take him home to be with you or if you heal him to be with his earthly family. That's the decision that is made strictly by you, and we just pray for comforting thoughts to the family, so they will know that whatever the outcome is, it's what was best for the chief. Lord, we just pray that you will comfort the family as they deal with the day-to-day ongoing of this event, and let them understand the outcome. And Lord, we just pray that you will continue to bless us and keep us and be with us daily. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, with all our respect, not just a motto, but the way they do business. 29 locations to serve you all across the state of Arkansas, one in Memphis, Tennessee. If you don't know where they're located here in Mountain Home, take a trip up Highway 5 North. Past Hospital Drive, start looking to your right. Start looking for the biggest American flag you've probably ever seen. When you see it, take a right. You're in their parking lot, and that is Roller Funeral Home. And now we're going to have a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemac Realtors here at Mountain Home.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we
The car! Your offer's been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
The car.
The closing.
See you at the closing.
See ya. I'm out of here.
If you don't want to feel abandoned in a real estate transaction, call Bob and Linda Zador of the Z Team. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. You can go to their website and check out the MLS listings there. And if you're just cruising around the web and you want to take a look at some pretty nice pictures, not sure what today's going to bring, but this is a chance of what you can see.
What would you guess? Hold on before we go to it.
I'm saying today is clear.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are wrong.
Well, you know, it's not the first time. It's wishful thinking. We've had so many mornings of fog that I'm just waiting for the day that it's clear.
The problem is I can't get in on the back because I've got the window right here, so
Yeah,
I know what's
you're a
coming
cheater,
up.
Scooter.
I know. Why? That's why I don't bet.
Yep. But the still shot looks like this.
Bet we can do that.
What you're looking at is Cotter, Arkansas, which is a small town in Baxter County, Arkansas. Over to the right is Mountain Home. Off to the horizon is the state of Missouri. To your left is the Rainbow Bridge. Behind that bridge is an old railroad bridge. The city of Bull Shoals is to your left. And, of course, the White River divides Marion County from Baxter County. This is what I like to refer to as God's country, not just this shot, but all of north central Arkansas. It's just a beautiful place to live, a great place to raise a family. If you'd like to take a look at some property here, commercial, farmland, just residential, give Bob and Linda Zador of the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. That's their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. These are folks you can recommend to your friends. I always say they're busy, but never too busy to assist you. And Scooter, let's take a look at the temperatures.
All right.
Mountain Home, 58. Harrison, Arkansas is 56. Batesville, 57. Yellville, 54. Marshall, 54. Salem is 57. Mountain View, 54. Calico Rock, 58. West Plains, Missouri is 57. Springfield, Missouri, 58. Poplar Bluff, 55. And St. Louis, a little chilly up north, 50. And the radar be moving. Lots of rain up in the northeast, up into Canada. You ever been to Canada?
I have.
Which part?
Montreal, right in there.
You've never been to Canada?
No, not the main part. No, I just went up for a training class thing.
Yeah. The real part is the west side.
The west side.
Mm-hmm. The Canadian Rockies. Nice.
I did drive through on the way when we were headed up there. We flew into New York and then drove on up.
That's pretty cool doing that. Yeah.
And then I got to see Niagara Falls.
I was going to say, did you go to Niagara?
Yep, I did. And I didn't even know it was there. I was just driving. There was a sign. I'm like, oh, we're going.
Hey, guess what? Detour.
It was a little weird because I was with another guy that we were going up for training, so it kind of looked a little weird, you know. Oh.
The state of Arkansas is clear. Oklahoma, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa. Looks all clear. We're going to zoom a little in here to see what the state of Arkansas looks like standing alone. From Rogers to Jonesboro, from Fayetteville to Blytheville, from Fort Smith down to Pine Bluff, it's looking really clear in the state of Arkansas. If you're traveling the state, looks like you'll have a great day for that. But on the national scene, look, we got a tropical storm. Tropical storm Atla. Excuse me. Headed toward Cuba. Don't think that's going to affect us for a week or two.
No, we got time.
A little bit of time.
And moving on. No.
Watches and warnings, nothing in the state of Arkansas, nor Oklahoma, Missouri. Kansas is clear. Something a little bit happening down in the south part of Illinois, upper part, the western part of Kentucky that looks to be...
It just says special weather.
Special weather statement. Whatever
So it
that
could
is.
be
Maybe some
anything.
local storms or something going on there.
Nothing major.
The 7-day forecast. High today after a sunny day is going to be 86. Low tonight, 57. Tomorrow, high of 85. Mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 60. Friday is going to be sunny and high of 87 with a low of 63. Saturday, 87, low of 66. And Sunday, sunny, high of 89. Sunday night, clear, low around 68. Monday, high near 90. And on Tuesday, high near 91. Pretty nice for the end of August and first part of September. I remember some second week in September is a whole lot hotter than this.
Yeah, this is not bad. I can live with this.
The pollen today is tree pollen. Low today, none tomorrow, none on Friday. Grass is high today, none tomorrow.
That's kind of weird.
None on Friday. Why is that?
You go from high to none, and we haven't had grass, and all of a sudden we get 1 day of high. Something just doesn't seem weird there. Okay.
So this is your favorite, ragweed. High today, very high tomorrow, and very high on Friday.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of people.
Yeah. Lake levels. Lake level and dam report is water level is 554.69, which is 2.69 above full pool. And Norfolk currently is not generating any at this time. Bull Shoals, 659.53, which is 0.53 above full pool of 659. They are currently running 2 generators at this time. If you want to check out the generation report for yourself, give them a call at 870-431-5311, and they'll give you the best up-to-date information that they can. If you're going to be taking a trip on the river for your first time, I highly suggest that you hire a guide. Would you concur?
Well, for a number of reasons. One, for safety and learning the river. You got to know where the channels are at in the river. Mm-hmm. But also, I mean, they're going to take you to the good fishing spots.
They know where them fishes are. That's
yeah,
for sure.
To get you a guide for a day and then do whatever on your own after that.
There you go. That's the weather and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. 870-405-0793 is their phone number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, check out all the MLS listings, and check out the live views, because right now it's all foggy, but throughout the day that'll change and you'll really enjoy them. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever...
Welcome back to The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
I don't care what you did yesterday, by the way.
Yes, you do.
I wasn't here. No.
You weren't here?
Oh, let's not start this again.
The 61st annual Hootin' and Hollerin' Festival is this weekend in Gainesville, Missouri. Have you ever been to Hootin' and Hollerin'?
No, I have not.
It is a good time.
Have you been?
I have. Years ago.
Did you
but
have a good time?
I had a good time.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Arts and crafts all around the square there in Ozark, in Gainesville. And they'll have a fiddler band. Katie Laney Project's going to be up there at 5:30. That's tomorrow night. Queen pageant. Yeah, it's just a good time. It's a full day event on Friday, and then a full day of stuff going on Saturday. Just take a trip up highway. There's a cornhole tournament. You ever play cornhole?
I have.
You like it?
I like washers better, which is similar. You're throwing it onto a board and stuff, but I'm just used to that more than I am the cornhole.
Hootin' and Hollerin' is free to attend. If you would like to check out a full list of the events and what's going on at Hootin' and Hollerin', go to Hootin', H-O-O-T-I-N, A-N, Hollerin', Hollerin', and check out their schedule of events there. I bet it'll be a fun time had by one and all. Did you know that there was a father-daughter team that won the World Grand Champion event up at the Foxtrot event in Ava last week?
I did not know.
It was the Kaylin Chapman was crowned the World Grand Champion in ranch sorting in the open division, and Ty Chapman ended up with the same title in the ranch sorting in the open amateur division.
There you go.
Congratulations to the Chapmans. There's a new lotto game. You ever played lotto?
I bought lotto tickets.
And you donated to the cause? Is that what
I've donated to the cause.
There's a new draw game, starts September the 18th, and that's supposed to go to Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. The Lotto, as the new game is called, just Lotto. The Lotto starts on September the 18th. Starting jackpot is $250,000 just to start things off. The jackpot will continue to grow until the winning ticket is claimed. So it's based on the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is unique thing. The unique thing about the new lotto is entirely based within Arkansas. It's just Arkansas people can play that. Only available in Arkansas for sure. Baxter County jurors do not need to report today, but will report tomorrow. The September meeting of the Briarcliff City Council has been canceled, and the Mountain Home Planning Commission. Did you see the show yesterday? Did you watch?
I did not.
We talked
Unfortunately,
yesterday.
I wasn't able to watch it during. So
Monday, you and I talked about Eden Village, that little village for the homeless that they're talking about.
Yep.
Well, that was presented to the Planning Commission at 1 o'clock Monday, and they tabled it. They thought it would be a good idea to table it. Gather up some more information. And the main concerns are the location, the proximity to the churches, and property values of the homes around. And, of course, the Christian Academy is right there, too. So they're a little bit worried about how that's going to work. The road across the Bull Shoals Dam is closed until 5 o'clock today. They highly suggest that if you're going to Bull Shoals that you make alternative route, which the only alternative route that I know is
all the way around.
All the way around through Flippin.
Yep.
So that's you better add yourself an extra 35, 40 minutes to get to wherever you're going in Bull Shoals.
Yeah, that hurts when they have to shut down that bridge to a lot of people.
Makes it a little bit difficult. On the sports side of things, Mountain Home volleyball team beat Van Buren last night. They are now currently 6-1 overall, 3-0 in conference. Our 8th grade team went to West Plains, but they lost. They are currently 2-2 in the season. But our 7th grade game improved their season record to 3-5 with a win over West Plains. The Mountain Home Christian Academy beat Ozark Christian, and so did their junior high. Flippin beat Melbourne. Flippin's overall record is 7-3, and they're 3-2 in their conference. On the golf scene, Lady Bombers finished 5th, and the Bombers finished 7th at the Arkansas First Tee Classic. So that's good. And in the match with the Lady Melbourne Bearcats and the Bearcats, they won 1st and 2nd in the match that they were in on yesterday as well. So how about that, Scooter?
There you go.
There we go. 7:18, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We've got a couple of community announcements we need to make. Buckaroo Ball. Our guests yesterday were Tobias Pugsley and Cindy Costa. This is Yellowstone meets Mountain Home. Scooter, join us for Buckaroo Ball Saturday, September the 24th from 6 to 10 at Stone Creek Ranch, 626 Circle B Lane here in Mountain Home. It's a fundraiser for the hospital houses, you know, those support homes.
Oh, yeah.
That they've got. Tickets are $100 each. Reserve a table of 8 for $1,500. We'll have more information on that throughout the week and up to the event. And on October the 1st at 11 o'clock in the morning, Arkansas State University is the location for it. It is the Veterans Appreciation and Outreach Picnic. All veterans active duty, their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, camaraderie, lots of door prizes. The event opens up with the singing of the Star Spangled Banner by Leanne Jackson, and then a performance by the Katie Laney Project from 11 to 1. That'll be a good time had by all the veterans. We appreciate them for everything they've done for us, and time to give back a little bit to them. Anything else? We got a little more time or no?
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Our guests this morning had an emergency come up, so they had to cancel out on us last minute. We sorry for that.
It happens.
Hope
it's live TV.
Live TV. We hope things work out for them in the best. So we're going to play an Arkansas Game and Fish video for you this morning. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back at the end.
There is a delight in the hardy life of the open. There are no words that can tell the hidden spirit of the wilderness, that can reveal its mystery, its melancholy, and its charm. The nation behaves well if it treats the natural resources as assets, which it must turn over to the next generation increased, and not impaired in value. Conservation means development as much as it does protection. Theodore Roosevelt. In the early 1900s, President Roosevelt held a White House conference on conservation. As concerns about natural resources and wildlife grew, Americans were spreading west, replacing vast forests with cities, cropland, and pastures. Arkansas was changing, especially the wildlife. Elk, bison, and swan were completely gone from the state. Ducks, quail, and fish were harder to come by. Something had to be done. In 1915, Act 124 was signed into law, and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was born.
In 1916, Arkansas's first game wardens were hired for $80 a month, and they had to provide their own horses. Times have changed, and so have our tools, but the call to protect our state's wildlife and natural resources never will. I take a lot of pride in knowing we're all carrying on the legacy of those original 9 wardens.
In 1918, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act was passed. Unregulated hunting had caused populations of many bird species to decline sharply, and market hunting posed a similar threat to North America's waterfowl. The act set federal regulations on the hunting of migratory birds. And nearly 100 years later, that means plenty of ducks for us today.
During the 1920s, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission took steps to increase the deer population in our state. As late as the 40s, the deer population remained bleak in Arkansas. Hunting was closed in several counties. But progress was being made, and with the help of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, record harvests have become the norm with each deer season. One of the state's oldest and most successful fish hatcheries was dug by hand and by mule right here in 1928. As director of the Game and Fish Commission's Fisheries Division for many years, some of Joe Hogan's innovative principles for raising fish in ponds and transporting them across the state are still practiced today.
In 1937, the Pittman-Robertson Act provided federal assistance for projects to restore, enhance, and manage wildlife resources. Arkansas has used millions of dollars over the years for habitat projects just like this one.
In 1945, Amendment 35 became effective, making the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission an independent state agency. This gave the commission much needed stability and ushered in the way we still do business today.
This place is legendary among duck hunters. Thanks to the foresight of game and fish managers and commissioners nearly 70 years ago, this place is now known as one of the best places in the world to hunt mallards and flooded green timber. Alameda is one of the greatest places for the public to come hunt, and we're very fortunate to have it.
Thanks Thanks to the Dingell-Johnson Act signed in 1950, when you make purchases like this, you're actually giving back to fishing in our state.
In 1951, this beautiful place was completed. It's been stealing the hearts of fishermen for generations.
At the request of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, NBC came to film a live duck hunt in 1956. And more than 250,000 ducks filled the air in front of the cameras on that day, and outdoorsmen have been flocking to our state ever since. 7 years later, I produced the first of many long-running fishing shows shot here in Arkansas.
How about that? That's pretty solid, guy. Appreciate your help. Yes, sir.
Now, technology has really changed, but the thrill of filming the great outdoors never will.
We were known as the bear state long before we were known as the natural state, but black bears were almost hunted completely out of the state of Arkansas. Today we have over 5,000 bears in the state, thanks to the reintroduction effort in the 1950s and 60s. This reintroduction effort is recognized as the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, and we're very proud of that.
In 1971, hunter education classes began in the state of Arkansas. First and foremost, the Arkansas Game and Fish wants to make sure every hunt ends safely. It is something that has given me peace of mind and helped me to enjoy our hunting even more.
Can you imagine this beautiful spot being underwater? That's what would have happened had dams been put in place in the late 1960s. In part, thanks to the Arkansas Game and Fish, this became America's first national river, the Buffalo National River. Hundreds of thousands of people come to the Buffalo National River every year.
Elk once roamed Arkansas far and wide before the settlers transformed the landscape. Against the odds, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission brought the elk back beginning in 1981. By 1998, the herd had grown large enough for a limited hunt. I got this one in 2004.
We're known for our miles of trails, wild game, and breathtaking views. When the 1/8 cent conservation sales tax passed in 1996, it gave the Game and Fish Commission much needed funds to keep creating the habitats and improving the quality of wildlife our state reveres so much. It's nice to know that everyone in the state has a hand in helping nature.
I started my boat company right here in Arkansas. And in 2001, Game and Fish made boating safer for everyone by instituting boating education courses.
In 2001, the first of 4 Arkansas Game and Fish Nature Centers opened in Pine Bluff. Part classroom, part museum, part playground. These nature centers offer visitors walking trails, exhibits, and hands-on fun.
My love of fishing started long before we founded the Ranger Boat Company. In 2012, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission resolved the minimum flow issue with the assistance of a lot of people. Now, trout have the habitat and conditions below Bull Shoals Dam to grow and thrive, and will benefit generations to come.
More than 100 years later, it is our mission to continue to carry out the legacy President Roosevelt once spoke about. Cherish these natural wonders. Cherish the natural resources. Cherish the history and romance as a sacred heritage for your children and your children's children.
This is our Arkansas.
My Arkansas.
My state.
This is my outdoors.
My weekend.
My life.
This is my everything.
This is my calling.
This is my legacy.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
You make the deer woods great.
You make the fishing great.
You make my state great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Thank you for protecting our most valuable resource for 100 years.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead door.
A garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
But how will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Close to Lake North.
Few people have a lukewarm reaction to the sight of a black bear. The most typical response is probably fear, followed closely by a sense of wonder. For some, black bears are a symbol of wilderness. For Myron Means, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's black bear biologist, bears elicit respect and admiration.
Their physiology, the lifestyle that they've evolved into, a feast and a fast lifestyle, you know, being able to go without food for 4 to 5 months at a time, have a gestation period, give birth, wean cubs. They're a truly remarkable animal.
The story of Arkansas's black bears almost ended tragically. But now, it's literally a textbook example of wildlife management at its finest.
It was thought at the time of pre-settlement that Arkansas had maybe as many as 50,000 black bears in the state, and we were unofficially nicknamed the Bear State. Through the time of settlement, 1700s and 1800s, bears were market hunted for their fat, and they were almost hunted to extinction in the state. And by the late 1920s, the General Assembly of Arkansas actually made it illegal to bear hunt, to kill a bear in the state, but by that time it was almost too late.
As few as 3 or 4 dozen bears persisted in southeast Arkansas, in the bottomlands where the White and Arkansas rivers meet the Mississippi. But in 1958, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission embarked on a plan to bring back black bears.
They brought 254 bears in from Minnesota and Manitoba, Canada, and they released them at sites in the Ozarks and Ouachita mountain ranges.
Arkansas Game and Fish released bears over a 10-year period. Historical upland forest had been cut down, but their rebirth gave rise to rich wildlife habitat.
That population flourished under those conditions, and it was so successful that by 1980, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was able to reopen bear season in the state.
Bears are back, a natural part of the landscape, as they were before our forefathers set foot here. Today, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission regulates bear hunting and keeps close tabs on the natural state's bears.
Population's thriving. We estimate that we have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state.
Black bears inhabit the Ozarks and Ouachitas, as well as the lower White River area.
Those 3 populations, we kind of treat them as distinct populations. There's not a lot of immigration and immigration back and forth into those populations from one another.
Bear season takes place in the fall in Arkansas and is controlled by various regulations and a quota system. The season has a set length, but also closes if hunters check a certain number of bears. Over the past 5 years, hunters have taken an average of 422 bears per season in the natural state. Considering there were less than a few dozen bears here just 90 years ago, it's one of wildlife management's most incredible success stories.
No other natural resource agency has ever reintroduced a large carnivore as successful as Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has. It's considered the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, not just Arkansas or the United States, but around the world.
To maintain that success, Myron Means and the Game and Fish Commission's bear team constantly monitor the state's bears. And while harvest numbers are instructive, they only tell part of the story.
Total length is 55. It's really critical for us in monitoring our bear population to kind of have an idea of how many bears are coming into the system, as well as how many bears are going out of the system that are harvested during the bear season. Well, the way we monitor how many bears are coming into the system is to have a good distribution of collared females across bear range. Of those collared females, we'll go in every year and do cub counts if they're in a cub cycle, or yearling counts if they have yearlings with them, because the cubs will stay with them for actually 2 den cycles. So by doing that, we're able to monitor reproduction effort and survival effort of those cubs up until the time they're a year old.
Radio-collared female bears are tracked to their winter dens. Bears with cubs then get a visit from the Game and Fish Commission, giving us a deeper view into the black bear's world and the work that ensures a robust Arkansas bear population.
We're going to go quite a ways further down, but I just want to tell everybody from here on down we probably need to be as quiet as possible. She's just right down below the hill here, but we still have probably another 75 yards. This is a female, black, no chest blaze, and she is 5 1/4 pounds.
Keeping track of Arkansas's black bears requires an understanding of the number of bears leaving the population as a result of regulated hunting, but it also requires insight into how many bears are entering the population.
Arkansas's bear population is really good and really healthy, but it's not like we have 20,000 black bears in the state. We only have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state. So it's not like you see bears all the time. So unless you go in and put your hands on females with cubs, and unless you have good data from year to year to year, you really don't have any idea of what's going on with reproductive rates of our bear population.
Game and fish biologists have attached radio tracking collars to dozens of female bears across the state. That representative sample allows wildlife managers to track birth rates and cub survival and make informed management decisions. But first, you have to get to the bear den. Reaching a bear den in the Ozark National Forest isn't the easiest task.
The experienced mothers like to have their cubs in very remote, hard to access areas. Typically they're going to den down in deep ravines and stuff like that, and a lot of times they're pretty hard to access.
With the bear den just 20 yards away, biologists Myron Means and Matt Melson quietly prepare the drugs they'll use to sedate a bear that, contrary to popular belief, is not actually hibernating.
A lot of people think bears are true hibernators, and they're not. They can go through periods of kind of a deeper sleep, but they can also arouse immediately. Even though it's really cold and all that stuff, when we do these den surveys, those females, when we go in, they can hear us coming. It wakes them up, and they're always aware of what we're doing. Some of them are more aware than others. Okay, here we go. She has at least 2 cubs. You can hear 2 different cubs feeding. We just started her, and it'll generally take 10 to 15 minutes for the drug to take effect. Boy, I'm glad I got her in the neck. God, she's huge. She is big. She's got a freaking head that wide. She's always been a big bear. Man, that's a pretty good adrenaline rush. If you're an adrenaline junkie, that's a pretty good rush. Especially when she raises her head up and looks at you 3 feet away. See how her eyes are twitching, jumping. She wouldn't pass the field sobriety test right now.
15 to 20 minutes later, it's safe to begin the den survey. The first step is taking care of Mama Bear.
That drug dries out their eyes. They can still blink a little, but they don't have anything to lubricate their eyes.
Adhesive bandages keep dust and debris out of her eyes and also aid in calming the female while the rest of the den work progresses. The main focus of this research is the cubs, which give wildlife managers a window into the reproductive success of the state's bears.
Black, no chest blaze.
Biologists record identifying characteristics such as color and other markings. They weigh the cubs and take a series of measurements, including body length, chest circumference, and foot size. By plugging the measurements into a formula, wildlife managers can better estimate a cub's age and determine its developmental progress compared to known averages. Over time, the information gathered from these remote bear dens allows biologists to track trends in the bear population and adjust regulations as needed.
You know, if you impact the population too heavy on bears, instead of rebounding in a year or two like maybe a deer population would in an area or something like that, you're talking about a population that may take a decade to rebound.
Because bears have relatively low reproductive rates compared to other Arkansas mammals, annual den surveys provide vital information. Case in point, there was a significant decline in black bear reproduction for 2 years after an unusually late freeze in the spring of 2007.
You know, we had the Easter freeze in 2007, which decimated the soft mass and the hard mass crop for that year. All the fruits and berries in the summer that bears eat, all the acorns and nuts in the fall that bears eat, all that stuff was wiped out. That's why we monitor these bears every year. We were able to make adjustments to our harvest strategies statewide to offset such a high harvest rate and to allow our reproductive rate to come back up to where it needed to be, so we didn't have drops in the population overall. It's kind of a checks and balances.
On average, Arkansas's black bears give birth to 2 cubs every other year.
And the gestation period is only about 65 days for a bear, which is extremely short.
Cubs are born in January, weighing a ½ pound or less. They gain about a pound a week until they emerge from the den with their mother in April. The black bear's den cycle is another natural marvel.
Once she enters that den cycle in mid-November, she will not eat, she will not drink, she will not urinate, she will not defecate.
Bears can recycle intestinal nutrients during the denning process. They also can convert nitrogen from urea into amino acids that aid in muscle development.
And they can actually come out of a den cycle, lose 25% of their body weight, which is all fat, and still have more muscle mass, 5 months, 4 months later when they come out of a den cycle with cubs.
Before this den survey ends, the adult female will get a thorough examination. This bear received new ear tags that identify her as part of the Game and Fish Commission's bear research.
I'll face it the opposite direction in case we can see her with binoculars. We'll have it coming pointing in both directions.
The bear cubs go back into the den with a mother bear who's showing signs of waking from her slumber.
Yeah, she's moving real well already.
Black bears are one of the natural state's most dynamic and fascinating animals. And thanks to the work of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, the story of Arkansas's black bears continues to inspire.